German pretzels. Hi, I'm Anupa and I welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. I am once again here with an exciting recipe for you. This is German pretzels. This is some sort of a bread which has a very unique knot and a unique style of baking. It's simple, ingredients are all which you will always have at home, and it's sprinkled with salt. So that's where you get the kick. So it's so tasty. Let's quickly make the pretzels. So to make German pretzels, we need refined flour, egg, butter, soda bicarb, some sea salt, fresh yeast, some sugar. Well, that's it. It's simple. To start off with, we need to take the yeast, mix in the sugar and some water. We just need to mix this in and leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes. And you will see that there will be small bubbles which will rise, which means the yeast has started getting activated. So which means you shouldn't waste more time and quickly add in your stuff and make your dough. So let's wait for about a minute or so to see what happens to this. In the meanwhile, I need to make a pan ready to blanch the pretzels. Yes, that's what I said. It has a unique technique of baking where we first make the pretzels and blanch it in some water and then we put it to bake. So here I have water and switch on the heat. To this we'll add in some soda bicarb and we'll let this come to a boil. Well, till the yeast proves, let's mix in the eggs along with some butter. This is for the dough. Just mix this in well. Now in goes in the refined flour. And to this we'll now add in the yeast mixture. So after you have mixed in everything, now just knead this into a soft dough. So mix in all the ingredients well, and you may have to add in little water. Okay, so now we just have to gather this and form a nice soft dough, after which we leave it to rest for at least 15 to 20 minutes for the yeast to rise, and after that we'll knock the dough and form the pretzels. Okay, so the dough is done. Now since there's yeast in this, we'll let this brew for about 15 to 20 minutes in a warm place. If the weather is quite cold, this may take even longer, so I suggest that you keep it in a warm place. So it could be in a switched off microwave or an oven where it's quite warm, and you'll see that this will automatically trap in all the air and it will slightly double in volume. After that, we'll knock back the dough and shape them into pretzels. So for now we need to wait for at least 20 minutes. Okay, so this dough is proven and now I need to knock this down. So bring it out of the bowl. Just dust some flour here. And this pan with the soda bicarb is also ready. The water needs to be hot. So I'm switching it off. We'll cut the dough into half and just take half of the dough. And what you have to do is divide this into equal portions first. So take one part of the dough, and when you start to roll this, you need to roll it like a spindle. which means the center is thick and the edges are thin. So after the edges have gone thin, just get this here in the center and just twist it 1 and 2 and just place it. Okay, so here this pan is hot. We'll need a slotted spoon to remove the pretzel. So let's place this in the pan of hot water for some time, and in the meanwhile let's make some more. Okay, so now is the time to remove these out of the pan and place them on a baking tray. This baking tray I have greased it with oil, so just carefully place them. Some more which I have made, I'll put them in water for a while, and on the top of these we have to place or sprinkle some sea salt. That's very typically pretzels. You can also put sesame seeds, but salt is something that really tastes nice. And if the grains of salt is a little too big, you can crush it lightly and put it. Okay, I think these are also done. What I think I should do is maybe just turn it in water, and in case if the top is still not dipped, we can just refresh it like this. Leave it in for about a few seconds and then bring it out. The oven is preheated at 190 degrees Celsius, and now we'll bring these also out carefully. And sprinkle some salt over this. So this is done, and now this will go in the oven, and we'll bake this at 190 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes. So just before putting this in the oven, we can give it a light egg wash. The same thing can be done before or after sprinkling the salt, but just light egg wash. And in case if you feel the salt has come out, you can just put a little more of it on top, but I don't think it's needed. Okay, so now this goes in. And let's wait and watch. After 15 minutes, our lovely pretzels are going to be ready, and serve it as a snack with your cocktails. Oh wow! Look at those lovely pretzels. So these are done. I have my entire group of friends who are actually waiting to pounce on them. But before that, you take a look at these lovely pretzels. Well, here you go. A simple snack for all your parties, pretzels. Make it just the way I have made it and you will be super happy.